Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Youth Squad Legends series with Walkley Wanderers. Grabbed your comments from episode 2. Want to get through a couple of them before we start our journey in the Sheffield and Hallamshire Senior County Football League Premier Division. LN is wondering, when we hit career mode, what will the date be? The plan is to just land on a normal career mode date. Anything that happens here is technically in the past. Harry dear, you should turn off crowd noise since it's a Sunday league game. All you guys might be very surprised that if you go into the audio settings, crowd noise is not even an option anymore. It's been all fused into one stadium ambience, which means you would lose the player shouts, the ball being kicked, everything else in the stadium would be lost. So that's a big fat no from me. And if that hurts your enjoyment of the series in any way, look what T. Bush said as a reply to this comment. No, it's all of us watching the video supporting the Wanderers. That's a good way of putting it. And the final comment that I want to go through before we start this episode, Axel has asked, plans for FIFA 21 and Walkley? In my opinion, I would be surprised if this finishes before FIFA 21, considering how mammoth the task is in front of us. I do have a plan that hopefully we're going to put into action to see this series finish before FIFA 21. If for some reason I struggle to get the series finished before FIFA 21, Walkley will take a break. I believe the next game is still going to be on the Frostbite engine, which means that Frost the editor will eventually work with FIFA 21 and Walkley can return at a later date. That would only happen if I had the thought that I was rushing the Walkley Wanderers series at any point. I'm making it clear right now, if it does make its way onto FIFA 21, it will not be the first Youth Squad Legends that we see. Frosty will need to go through an update. I will start another Youth Squad Legends. We'll see the completion of that. And then probably next summer, we'll go back to that Walkley Wanderers hype train. It's all speculation at this point, alright? So we are now in the Sheffield and Hallamshire County Senior Football League Premier Division. We'll be playing 4 teams here: Freshfield Davies, Jubilee Sports, Dodworth Miners Welfare, and Wanwell Main. From these games, relegation is 2 points or less. Promotion is 9 points. And that would see us to the less confusing Northern Counties East Football League Division 1. What's our first game? This place is apparently like on the borders of Sheffield. I can't remember ever being there, and I don't know how it's said because I've never heard anyone say it. But I believe it's Freshville. Fresh. Which is certainly not the word that I'd associate with my armpits at the moment because it's warm in here. Oh, you might be able to see that our opponents right now have got a sponsor. We've just opened it up to the Patreons and they've had a field day. Freshville is sponsored here by Luxuous Beats. I've probably butchered that name. It seems like we're a little bit short on numbers here, lads. Jay Waters can pass it inside, can he? Yes, Kirk is still onside. This is a chance. 1-on-1. Oh, Callum. Well, it didn't look like the centre-back took the ball there. But the referee has let play go on. Very strange. Looked like a penalty to me. Callum Kirk is out of energy and is injured, so he's definitely not going to beat that left back. Sam Goodwin, yep, just done enough to keep the ball until it got to that final third where we're still having trouble. New signing, the big striker, Sammy Birch, is on the bench, could make a very positive impact. Oh dear, Crookside did win the ball for a brief second, but here we go, Freshville. Yeah, it's not Crookside's fault at all, it's just gone through the player. And the CPU have taken full advantage. Shoot into the front post. Man, I haven't missed the inability of these very low overall goalkeepers. It was a good start from Walkley Wanderers, but we see ourselves behind. Oh! Johnny Yates has fired wide. Like, this is just unfortunate. Walkley Wanderers could have had themselves a penalty kick. Danny Roberts with his only shot of the game is the difference between the two sides at the moment. Freshville 1, Walkley Wanderers 0. We're gonna get it together, lads. Good pressure from Walkley Wanderers, making the Freshville goalkeepers sweat. Here, Johnny Yates. That had to be tipped over the bar. And here we go with the new players. Sammy Birch is on for Sam Goodwin. Please, ball control. Does anyone know what ball control means? We've screwed it up. Yeah. I expected us to get a pounding, but we were well in that game up until that second goal. And that's really what makes it all the more disappointing, because my plan was to get 3 draws out of the 4 games, utilising our strong defence. Now we've got to throw a little bit of that caution to the wind. Jay Waters, the best performer here, 7.7. Danny Crookside had a solid game at 7.6. Siding with the computer, ratings are pretty much spot on. Let's upgrade Jay Waters and Danny Crookside. We've missed a great opportunity. Teams are not going to be as forgiving as Freshville. That could have been an easy path to survival. It's kind of playing on me a little bit. I mean, with how Jubilee Sport is set up, our midfield might have just had it. Pretty sure this is the team that I trialled at when I was really young, but they thought I was crap. And that's because I was. Walkley Wanderers against Jubilee Sports. Closed in by Crookside. Well played. That is not a foul. Referee! Mate, shut up and get back to your day job, because you're no good. You're no good here. Oh, fantastic, lads. Dallison, overpowered whoever was marking him. He's a big lad, to be fair. And Jubilee Sports flags are waving. That should not have happened at all, should it, really? We are totally getting relegated, we look like that. I know there's 2 games after this, and I'm only looking for 3 points, but time is very much of the essence here. Johnny Yates setting up. Jason White on the volley, going over the bar. Even though we've had the majority of the shots, we're lacking a finisher. What I would do to have Obby Jackers running at some of these defenders. You see, I'm playing like a man defeated, and that mentality has to change. I'm going to use this half-time very well if we can. Are you joking? Please don't. Please. Now I am definitely defeated. What a stinker of a goal to concede before half-time. The game is toying with me. No, that is not a foul! Are you serious? Referee has had an absolute shocker! That's been pulled back. It's not even the foot that he's tackling with. The attacker is just tangled with Fisher's standing foot, and they've given a penalty for it. Keshivo's penalty puts it well out of sight. Beautiful name. Hopefully I don't lose any of my players, because I kind of want to sign him up. Apologies for the League 2 badges popping up now and again. Might be able to patch them out. Tackle in there for us. Sam Goodwin, yes. It's Taryn Kensdale. We don't have a goal in this division yet because Kensdale does not hit the target. Jason White. Where's the through ball? It's lovely. He's picked him out. Johnny Yates has us a consolation goal. In fact, you never know. There's still just about enough time in this game. Boy, I don't want to talk about it. If the referee had done his job properly, that would have ended in a draw. 100%. Moving on very swiftly. We might see Johnny Yates eventually get a finishing improvement from that last game, but I think it's important to concentrate on what's ahead. We need to get a win between now and the end of the season. They're set up in a 4-4-2 holding, so it might be difficult to break them down, but we're having trouble breaking teams down anyway, so I don't think we'll feel any effects. There's plenty of changes in our side here. Pickering, Birch, Johnson, Baisley, Graham, Nydam, Hartigan, Hawlison, maybe even JJ in the net. Come on, let's see a surprise. Walkley Wanderers against Dodworth Miners Welfare. Good save, JJ. Get back in your net. Oh, that's Hartigan. Be careful. Do not lose the ball in them situations. Well played, defence. You've stood up to that challenge. George Pickering could not collect that ball. We need to be better at the start of games. We're losing matches within the first 10 minutes. Lovely floated ball there to Sammy Birch. He's not in a position to shoot, but can chip it. Nearly for Johnny Yates. Doesn't win the aerial battle either. Callum Kirk. Oh, well played. And Johnny Yates hasn't been selected. Oh, Sammy Birch in the box. Yes, there's a ball to Callum Kirk. We're leading against Dodworth. Yes, it's Callum Kirk's first goal for the club, and assisted by the new lad. Niall Johnson and Baisley Graham seem to be having a game. Johnny Yates, well over. Now it's the time for these defenders to show what they're made of. We're in that situation now where we can win the game. The hype man here, Pickering, just needs to be yelling at that defence. Stay together. Stay compact. Get it away. Joshua Fisher. Can't go through that middle, but it's just dropped to Baisley Graham's feet again. Oh, Sammy Birch. We're going to line one up there, half-time. Well played, Walkley Wanderers. Let's see more of that in the second half. Niall Johnson has been everywhere today, man. He's one of our lowest overall players, but he's feeling great. Oh, we are playing some wonderful football. Where's this come from? It's Pickering. Oh, that would have been nice to see the hype man. Oh my, it seems to be 4-on-3 here. Joshua Fisher away, safety first. It's going to be a corner kick to Dodworth. Their players are tiring at an alarming rate now. Still have the ball. Here's Sammy Birch going back to Morgan Baisley Graham. We can just pass it around and waste some time, which I think is a great idea. The game's been unkind to us at points in this season. We can be unkind to it. Well played, guys. All these blokes in defence the real deal? I think they are. I just hit it. Morgan Baisley Graham put his life behind that ball. That was a very well hit shot for someone of this level. Just no accuracy. A bit worried here as we enter the last few seconds. Offside called. I put it into my own net. Hey, and that is full time. We survive our first season in the Sheffield and Hallamshire County Senior Football League Premier Division. Quite the performance by the defence. And the fans right there sounding their appreciation. Look at these defenders right here. Hartigan 7.9, Nydam 7.5, Fisher 7.0, Hollison 7.0, Niall Johnson got a 7.7. We see Baisley Graham 7.3. Birch apparently got an 8.0. Okay, personally wouldn't have gone that high for him. It just shows how biased the ratings are towards forwards. Look, it's a good win, and no one let me down there. So every single player is going to get themselves an upgrade. Well, there you go. End of episode 3. Survival in the new league. We'll not be seeing any of our players leave the club. I think that would be like really harsh on a team that's just survived in the league above. Next game up, Onewell Main. It's like a free shot. Get some players upgraded. And then we go again for season 5. Player of the episode is brought to you today by Patreon Lamzinho. It has to be one of the defenders, and it would be wrong for me not to select Joshua Fisher because he was on the pitch for the most amount of time in this episode. So well in, Joshua Fisher. This has been Cutsy. Thank you ever so much for watching this episode of Youth Squad Legends. If you've enjoyed it, then please give the video a like. If you're not subscribed around here yet, then please press the red box down below and the bell icon for mobile notifications. I will see you next time.